Watch COMPTONMANIA so you can see Manny dumbass fumble the ball with the pretty girl.
COMPTONMANIA.
Like, let's get to the rapping though. Like, who was your first favorite rapper?
My first favorite? Ooh, my first favorite rapper. My first favorite. Scarface.
Ooh.
I was gonna say something else because I'm much older. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm older than that. Like, I ain't gonna say I grew up on it, but he was my first favorite, I think, in regards to,
Scarface raw.
Coming in at the inception of hip hop, watching hip hop be born right in front of my eyes as a child. I think I was a fan of hip hop as a whole. I didn't have a favorite rapper, but Scarface is my favorite rapper.
Dope. So when you got with Too Short, because you were signed to Too Short, like, how did that go? Was that like a dream come true? Was that like...
Nigga, was it? Nigga, Too Short. Nigga, that's Too Short, nigga.
Man. What's my favorite word?
Too Short and I share a first cousin. We share a first cousin.
That's dope.
The first cousin I'm talking about, Too Short, he and Too Short are actually blood related. But, he and I grew up together from the Sandbox, so, cousins, you know what I'm saying? But we share a first cousin, and that's how I met Too Short. So I had to explain it like that. Some people want to say, well, why you ain't your cousin? No, nigga, one of my homies from the Sandbox I grew up with, his first cousins with Too Short. And shit, man, they always been cousins, but it's just like when I first started rapping, the homies seen, but I always be clowning, so they didn't take me serious until they see me just keep doing it. And it got to a point when my nigga E was like, man, I'm gonna take you to see Short. I'm gonna take you to fuck with Short, you're gonna rap for Short. And I went and rapped for Short. And Short's a veteran of G, he just sat there, listen.
So real quick, when he's sitting there listening like that, what's going on in your mind? Are you like not tripping, you just spitting?
I'm like, yeah, I'm just spitting, but a little bit tripping because like he kind of want to see the reaction, but he's a G, so he just, all right, it's cool. And when I rapped for Short that first time, another guy was there by the name of Kiki, and Kiki was a up and coming music label owner or whatever. And shit, long story short, Short did not like sign me, right? Oh, nigga, you dope, sign me. What happened was Kiki picked me up and worked with me worked with me about a few months, about a little bit under a year. I was working with Kiki, and then Short went on to sign me to the label because they partners and they was working together anyway. But I guess it was more like Short didn't really have time to do no music on me. So Kiki started doing my music for me, fly me into Oakland, hooked me up with Ant Banks and different producers, and we was doing music, and Short eventually, like a few months later, he picked the nigga up on Short Records, and shit, that was the time of my life, man.
You know what they say? If you got to believe in something, why not believe in Slink
Johnson?
Hey.
Believe in a nigga. I be telling my baby mamas that shit, bitch, you gotta believe in a nigga.
For real, man. That's the kind of thing that like really like juices you up. And So another thing too, I hear that you're a baker. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Showtime. Nigga like to eat. I smoke all these fine exotic weeds and things. So, you know, again, it's not like, you know, it's not nothing I'm diving into like my current shit, but baking, I'm originally from the South. I was born in Arkansas, and, you know, I was raised with my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, or by my grandmother in her house, and between my mom and just all this Southern cooking. It's just, you know, I was always fat. I used to like to eat it when I was little, and I used to like to sit and watch my granny make cakes and shit, and I think that kind of made me love it. You know, I picked it up in my adult life. Like, once I started getting older, that's when I really started baking. I wasn't doing it from a kid, but once I got older and, you know, trusted in the kitchen and shit, it was, you know, I just started baking, and I like to bake cakes and shit, pies, pound cakes, cheesecakes.
And you said that's just a hobby though, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you can make a killing. Imagine Slink's pies, my nigga.
Probably, I wouldn't mind exploring that. I mean,
even with the edible, you can put the little whoopty wops in it too.
To be absolutely honest, Showtime, I prefer just I don't make edibles. I don't want to make edibles. I just want to make food, because I like, personally, I will eat edibles. I will enjoy some edibles, but I prefer to smoke my weed. You know what I'm saying? And when I eat the edible, I don't like the way it tastes. I mean, I don't mind. I like the high. It's just more, they don't all taste. If I'm gonna eat an edible brownie, I want that motherfucker to taste like the brownie. I don't want to taste the weed at all. Yeah, I just want to taste the brownie. You know what I'm saying? If I want to taste the weed, I'd rather taste it smoked.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. That's what's up though. And if you don't mind, we talking about, like, you went to jail before, right?
As a kid. I'm not gonna claim that the jail word. I mean, I did a few months in LA County Jail for some bullshit. But you know, when I was in, I think I went to Y. I know I went to Y. I think I was in 11th grade. I went to California Youth Authorities. Did about 3 years. Taught me a whole lot. Shout out to the California Youth Authorities. It ain't all bad, man. I mean, it could be a bad situation, but one thing, I remain myself. You know, being just, I'm a nigga. I like to laugh, chill, talk shit. I'm a clown. Don't get me wrong, I'm a pushover by no stretch. I ain't a bitch by no stretch. But I just like to chill, man. You know what I'm saying? Clowning and talking shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know.
And that's what I mean. Like that's what I mean. Like you're cut from a certain cloth that I can relate to. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I'm not no gangbanger. My pops was from Palmer Block. My step pops is from Boulevard. My family from all over is from damn near every little situation you can even imagine. But me, I just want to create.
Man, because you had enough of that around you. So those are avenues that you are well versed on without having to walk on. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, again, back to what we was talking about, you know, offering people more opportunity and more putting different things in front of them. And everybody's not a visionary like yourself to be able, or everybody's not self-motivated. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are not self-motivated. And that's just sad, because sometimes you gotta be your own motherfucking cheerleader.
Straight up.
No homo at all. But sometimes you gotta suck your own dick, my nigga.
Straight like that.
Sometimes you gotta suck your own dick, because then after a while, these motherfuckers gonna wanna blow that motherfucker.
Yeah.
They gonna wanna blow that motherfucker.
I mean, if you don't believe it, who else gonna believe it? That part.